Alright, what's up YouTube? I am in the yard. I've got the dog. My oldest is out here running around, so there's going to be some noise going on. I'm not going to redo this video, but I'm going to completely dump out everything that's going on the archery hunt with me. Opening day is Saturday. I'm hiking in tomorrow night, and I've got an elk, either sex elk tag, and then a cow only elk tag. The either sex is actually, it's a multi-season elk tag here in Utah, so I can actually shoot either sex during archery or a bull during muzzleloader and rifle. So obviously I'm not going to be super picky with the recurve, but at the same time I could be, because I have a longer season, but I really want to fill some tags with the recurve. But I'm just going to go over everything. There's probably going to be kids talking, me talking to my kid throughout this, but I don't want to reload my pack and re-edit this thing. So this is an Outdoor Vision harness. I got this from a buddy. This will actually be the first time I'm going out with it. I've wanted to try one of the front opening harnesses, so I picked this up from him. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to be running my Miopta 10x42 HD binos, and then in the side I've just got a wind checker. In the front of this is my Garmin InReach. I don't know, you can probably see that. This bottom zippered pocket, it actually has a rain fly for this. It'll just pull up and stretch over everything. But I've got all my tags shoved in there. I've got a mini lighter, a Petzl E-light, some super glue, and some tape in there. And then in this pocket, this is the rangefinder pocket. This is a Leica 2000B rangefinder. Definitely not what I would use for if you're doing compound and shooting longer distances. It's built more for a rifle. It does have angle compensation, but it'll actually give you rough estimates on what MOA to dial. So I got it more for the long range stuff. With the recurve, I'm only shooting 30 yards. I'm not super, I'm not hunting mountain goats on big steep cliffs. So right now this is doing everything I needed to do, and it was good for getting a further range for long range shooting. So this is my Heartland Bowyer bow. It's 46 pounds at 28-60 inches. I've got a bad shoulder, so that's about what I can shoot and shoot all day. Got a clicker here I'm leaving hooked up, and then I've actually got the RMS Gear grip clicker here. This is a Thunderhorn Lynx. I've actually added, it's normally a 5-arrow quiver, but I actually bought one of their I don't know what you call it. It's an additional gripper, but it's the angled one, and I put it clear up in here on the end because that is my small game head. And actually, when this quiver's loaded, all my other arrows are close, but that one's offset, so I don't accidentally go grabbing that one to shoot. It's just a cheap small game head off of Amazon. I think Blake Hunter is the first one I saw that posted that, but day 6 400 spines. I've got 4 Fletch trad vanes on here, and right now I've got my practice broadheads on there, but I will be shooting with RMS cutthroats, and then VPA 3 blades are my backup on that, or if I need a wider cut or something. So that is the bow that is going with me, set up how it is. I will be shooting an omnivore quiver, which is in my pocket because I was shooting earlier. It's an omnivore, or tab, not quiver, omnivore tab from Omnivore Quivers. I will have 5 arrows with big game heads and 1 small game head with me. I'm going in for 5 days. I'll hike in Friday night, come out Tuesday night. So I am a little overpacked food-wise for that, but it is just what it is. I always overpack on food. I will be wearing, these are Salewa Rapaches, however you say that. Those will be the boots I'm running. I've got, sorry, the dog's piling balls up over here. I've got Lathrop & Son insoles as well as Lathrop & Son laces. I didn't like the laces that came on these boots, so I swapped to the Lathrop & Son. So I'm going to flip this. Let's see. Okay, so this is Kafar Reckoning. Now this side is a sleeve. This is where the tripod normally goes, using it to film. It's my only good tripod. So right here in the front, this is just a Mountain Smith, what the heck's this one even called? Expedition trekking pole. I like it because it pops out and is extendable. It breaks down super simple. But on top of that, when this is actually closed all the way, obviously it's not very easy to see, but when this is closed all the way, it's the perfect height for my paratarp. And then, you know, you just pop it up and it clicks in place, and then it'll actually open up even further. So I don't use trekking poles a ton, but this one is definitely becoming a favorite of mine, especially because it breaks down so small. So that was strapped to the front. I may hike in with that in my hands, probably not going in this side. We're gonna pull this open. So one thing with this is I pack way before the hunt, probably like a week or two before the hunt, and then I'll just go through and I'll unload it from time to time just to make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't do lists or anything, but this is just, I was gonna unload all this before I leave tomorrow to make sure I had everything anyway, so I figured I'd video it. So Miopta, 82 millimeter, 80 millimeter, 85 millimeter, I don't even remember, HD spotting scope, angled. So, and then I wrap that in. These are the First Light puffy pants. I just wrap it in this and then slide it in that sleeve on this side. And the thing is once I unload my pack, I can kind of suck everything up, but my spotting scope and tripod are still super simple to get to. Down this top medium pocket here, I've got a First Light beanie, some lightweight merino gloves, a face mask in case I need it, face mask, neck gaiter. I usually paint my face, but sometimes I'll put this on if like my neck's cold or if I'm sitting in really good sunlight. This is a Loki outdoor Loki gear hoodie. I don't remember the exact name. It's got built-in gloves. They'll turn into mitts over your hand. It's got a little hole so you can actually do like a glove with your shooting finger out, or it's got thumb holes, everything. And then in the hood, it's actually got a built-in face mask as well. They're not a hunting company that I know of. They're pretty hippie, but I absolutely love this. It's called the Shadow Shirt, and it's super see-through. It's synthetic with the polygen or whatever. I actually really like this. This is what I wore all last elk season. I wish they made more of a tan color, but gray is literally the most neutral color. Everything else is like neons. But that is probably my most used layer in this super early season. I really love that thing. And then I've got just a map that I keep in here, mostly because at night I will just look at other areas that I haven't got to and try to look for spots that I've missed over the years that I should try the next time around. So that's everything there. This pops open. And then this is the Kafar Reckoning. This unzips all the way, which I absolutely love about this pack. But in the top of this, I think this one's a medium pullout, I believe is the size of this one. I've got stringer, extra string, hurricane blower, SD cards, batteries, my backup battery pack for charging like my phone, just all of that stuff thrown in there. This is the part, that's my food bag. This is a Far Mega pullout. I've got a MSR reactor in here with a fuel canister. Obviously that is overkill for a stove, but I've actually, even though it's overkill, I kind of like packing that extra weight because I can have coffee and like nothing flat. One thing is I am taking an extra food. One, I always overpack on food, but part of it is, we got a guy coming. Part of the idea is if there's any food that I don't eat, I'll probably go back into this spot at least one more time this year so I can actually hang any extra food or stash it or whatever. So that is one reason why I take in a little extra food, because I'm not afraid to stash it and come back for it another time or stay there for another hunt. This is a Kelvin Active hoodie. The Kefia, Schmog, whatever you call it. Everybody has a different name. A lot of people don't know why I would pack this. I've actually had people tell me I'm dumb for taking this thing, but I love this thing. I've used it just as a pad to sit on. I've covered my legs just while I was glassing. If it's not quite cold enough for puffy pants, I've actually took and lay this over the top of my Nalgene to filter, you know, big nasty stuff out of the top of my water bottle. I found so many uses for this thing. I always bring it with me, not to mention just, you know, covering your face. Another great thing, if you're using your spotty scope, you can actually lay this over you, help block out some of the sun. Like I said, I love it. I always take it. These are darn tough Cool Max socks. These are my backups. I'll be wearing the First Light compression socks. I'll probably just alternate, just depending. Honestly, it doesn't seem to... I don't have picky feet. I can get away with almost anything, so it really doesn't seem to matter as long as they're not too hot. This is just a rain jacket, Marmot Helium, I think. I've had it forever. I hardly use it in Utah. But that's, yeah, it's just the one I've always had. This is my kill kit. It's a little big. I've got, where I have 2 elk tags, I actually have enough game bags in here to hang 2 full elk, which probably, obviously won't happen. I've also got orange game bags. If you pay attention in the fall, you can, trash bags. You can get orange trash bags. People use them for their leaves when they rake them up, and then they'll, you know, drop pumpkin faces on them. So, and then these are 2 Kafara meat bags, and then I've actually got, you know, some ribbon, some latex gloves, and then this is the Iron Will K1 Ultra Light Knife. I've done away with the Taito type style knives, Havalon style knives. I broke too many blades, just trying to get the quarters off, and I just decided that I would rather just pack a super lightweight fixed blade knife. And we're going to try that. Who knows, the Havalon may work its way back in, or I may just get a lighter weight setup like the Taito. So that's all in. I believe this one is just a large. Yeah, I think that one's a large pull-out. This is, I think, the XL pull-out, and obviously I like the pull-outs, but this has got my paratarp in here. This is basically my camp setup. So I've got my paratarp. This is just a micro terry cloth thing. I don't know, I started packing it. I like it for like wiping down if you've got a lot of condensation, which I won't with the paratarp. In a teepee, that's kind of nice. But honestly, I've just started packing one just because I'm like, it's kind of nice to have just a nice cloth if you want to wipe down or whatever. Climate pillow, and then just my stakes rolled up in a thing of the white stuff that they use on construction sites. I just forgot the stupid name of it, but everybody uses it. I'm pretty sure we all know what it is. I'm just drawing a blank at this exact point, but I keep that all in there. That's my camp stuff. I also have an ultra lightweight Climate. It's the Ozone sleeping pad. It's the one with all the holes in it. I've ran it. I actually kind of like it for an early season, just because the way I sleep, I move around a lot, and I can find some comfortable spots no matter if I'm on my back or side or front. But I've been having some issues with my neck and my back lately. I tweaked something, so I'm gonna run my bigger sleeping pad, just so I don't tweak anything again. Core body bag will be my sleeping bag, and then I'm running the Xped Sin 7 Light. It's an insulated, it doesn't compress very small. This is probably my thickest sleeping pad. It's way overkill for what I'm doing, but I don't want to hurt my back or tweak something again, so I'm going overkill on the sleeping bag. So we're going to lift this up a little here. This is, and obviously I know you can't see everything very good, but I was trying to get the focus on what was in my hands. These are just mechanics gloves. I don't know. I'm going to try them this year. I don't wear gloves a lot, but I was thinking that I'm going to try packing these for a little bit more warmth over merinos when I'm glassing, or if I'm doing something. Honestly, probably don't need these, but they don't weigh that much, and I've ripped some of my lighter weight gloves, so we're going to try those. This is my Field Optics tripod adapter, and I'm running the Field Optics tripod, but this is the Bino adapter. I keep it in this outer pocket because I have, like I said, my tripod on one side, my spotting scope on the other side. I can grab this right out the front, never have to get in the bag, and be able to swap from binos to spot or whatever. Just a Climate air pad to sit on. I got one of these for free from them and was like, oh, that's whatever. This thing's awesome. If you're not crazy ounce counter, they're super nice. If you are a crazy ounce counter but you still run a pillow, just sit on your pillow. You can wrap it in, you know, a hoodie or something if you want to protect it. Your rain jacket. I did try that. I ran my pillow with my rain jacket wrapped around it. It works, but this doesn't weigh that much. Some wet wipes. Vinyl harness adapter, we talked about that. My gaiters. I don't wear gaiters a lot. I know some people never seem to ever take theirs off. If it's dry and I just don't seem to need them, I just don't take them and put them on. I just leave them in here. Like I said, same thing, quick access. Now, this is something I've added to the Reckoning. I don't normally run. This is just a X-Pack medium pocket, and I've actually put my first aid kit in here. This is like my first aid kit. It's got my toothbrush, toothpaste, allergy pills, you know, daily stuff, plus my first aid kit. Just decided I wanted it somewhere easy to get to. A backup tab in case I drop my tab or can't find it and I'm getting ready to shoot. It's close, as long as my pack's close. And then on the other side, I actually added another one on this side. Right now, it's only got toilet paper in it, and then these are actually some other wet wipes. So this is a case where it's a good thing I unpacked everything, because apparently I packed 2 packs of wet wipes. So, not that I couldn't use them, but probably don't need to pack both. So, that's everything out of the main bag and my front pockets. On this side I've got an Nalgene pocket. This is the attachment point to attach my camera. This is my half-face blade knife. I just got this. I'm super stoked for this. It's definitely not for the ounce counters, but I don't know. I always seem to find something I want a fixed blade for, and the Havalons suck, and the iron wheel just really isn't all there. Sorry, I've got the cat meowing at me. Oh, she's on the roof. I found her. Like, I can't figure out where she's at. So anyways, yeah, like I said, that's not for, if you're an ounce counter, you're not going to want to take that. I just decided I wanted something a little bit beefier to try this year. You know, obviously if I'm going in 8 miles and trying to count ounces, I'm going to downgrade to something more lightweight, maybe just run the K1 and a Havalon, but I want to run that thing. I freaking, it's badass, and yeah, I want to run that. So the front medium pocket here, I've got just my diaphragm calls, some jerky for the hike in, Phoenix headlamp. I don't remember the exact model, but I freaking really do like this headlamp. Other than the lumen rating is a little misleading. It actually tells you that it has, I don't remember what it says it is, but it's only in the burst mode that it goes that bright. Nature's Paint face paint, just a wipe to wipe off my stuff, stereo pen, and then I keep a notepad and a little mini pen in here. This is more just for ideas, or, you know, writing stuff down. I have a lot of good ideas while I'm back there, so, and I don't like turning on my phone if I can avoid it, so I would rather just write it on a piece of paper. So, but that is literally everything that's going in with me, besides my Nalgene bottle, which is I'm washing out because it's had some nasty stuff in it. But that's everything going in with me on this trip. So, thanks guys, see you later.